And we do got an update on some other shit. Which we will get to here because we're going to be talking about Riley Strain. And if anybody's here waiting on Kohlberger news, there's no Kohlberger news this morning. I get it. All other YouTubers will make up Kohlberger news. They'll make that shit up. And you guys will probably be glad to see their videos later, but there is no Kohlberger news today. I'm not going to make any theory videos, talk about the tunnels, nothing, no weird shit like that. Just letting you know. Good to see you, Michelle. How you doing, beautiful? But, so, I'm sure there'll be plenty of YouTubers. It's Saturday. He good, sick of BK. Well, I like the Idaho 4 story, but there needs to be news. I think, good morning, K-Shay. Said, clean the house. Good to see you. Here's the thing is, I think that with a lot of these, look, man, I can openly admit YouTube is a job, and I get it. Like if you run a news channel, or let's just say TV, if you're Fox 59, news at 10, you still got to come with your news at 10 o'clock. So if no news happens, you have a couple of different, what's up, Winnie? You have a couple of different options. You can either take a different angle on a current news story, you can go with more boring news, like I choose to do, or you can just make shit up. In my opinion, a lot of people just make shit up. What they'll do is they'll take a topic and they'll spin it as much as they can. Just to get content. And, that's on them, man. He's cool, but the theories are a bit far-fetched at this point, the tunnels. Yeah. Well, other than them releasing documents, there's not going to be any Brian Kohlberger news until the trial, other than them releasing the documents. Every single time there's a new court document. But really, there's not going to be any Kohlberger news. And I don't want to talk about the goddamn 8 hours anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. The bitch didn't call 911 for 8 hours. There's a child missing, and that's effed up, man. What child's missing? You mean Nick Fuentes and Candace didn't do with Batista and the rest of the Wizards? No. Oh, you're talking about, okay. I assume when you talk about child missing, creators are regurgitating old news on Kohlberger. No, and that's why I say, and I'm not attacking no creators. When this Idaho 4 case dies, their careers are over. A lot of people have criticized me for all of my political content, but my political content is what pays the bills. When this Idaho 4 case is over, I'm still going to have a career. When this Idaho 4 case is over, a lot of these true crime channels will not have a career. They will not. And I partially blame it on the audience as well, though. What's up, Marguerite? And the reason I say that is because you could take solid creators and you can see the numbers drop. Let's take Harsh, and some of you like Harsh, some of you don't. Let's take Harsh, for example. What's up, Amanda? Harsh, if you look at his Idaho 4 content and then you look when he does any other content, there's a huge view discrepancy. Which it doesn't mean Harsh is the same Harsh. thejbgunner is the same thejbgunner, whether I'm talking about Idaho 4 or anything else. So who's at fault? It would be the viewer. The viewer only cares about the Idaho 4. And the perfect example, and listen, if you do not believe me, let me show you. And so, I know you guys are always going to watch what you want to watch, but I'm just explaining to you why the regurgitation happens. What's up, Katie? Like, if you look at the Idaho 4, 4 point, like if you just look at Harsh, and the Riley Strain thing was big, But typically, when he tries to go off the Idaho 4, now the Prince William thing is because he's in the UK. A lot of his followers are in the UK. But a lot of times when you get like Amber Spraden, not as many views as the Idaho 4. His Princess Kate stuff worked. But Madeline Soto, 1.9K. Riley Strain, that story went big, 16K. So, but what I mean is in general, a lot of these, then we talked about Drip Drop, 17K. A lot of these smaller stories, and he'll tell you, the audience tends to not watch them. And so, 100%, but to be honest, I'm tired of the BK stuff, but that's what makes him money. No, 100%, you got to go with what your audience wants. I personally don't give enough of a shit because this isn't where I make my money. So I'll talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Supply and demand, baby, exactly. And so, and that's 100% the truth. 100% the truth. Harsh is going to make and any content creator is going to give you the content you ask for, you want. And so for the people that want to see other stories, I would advise you to click on his other stories. What's up, Snooper? How you doing? Sarasota. Orlando here. Good to see you. So no, I think I'll watch Harsh on what he does. His main audience is from the USA. Yeah. 100%. You don't stop selling bananas when everybody wants to eat bananas. He's 100% right. It's business. It's business. He's 100% right. And that's why I say to the people that want stories outside the Idaho 4, you got to click on St. Pete Beach. Man, St. Pete Beach, you should have do Clearwater Beach, man. St. Pete Beach is kind of ghetto. It's kind of ghetto. A lot of Taiwanese hanging around St. Pete Beach. I'm just saying. Go to Honeymoon Island or something. Yeah, I hear you though, brother. I hear you. St. Pete Beach. But no, and like I'm not shitting on the audience or nothing. I'm just being. A lot of people won't admit that. No, they won't admit it. But it's the truth, man. If you run a restaurant, let's say you run just a mom and pop restaurant, or Clearwater Beach is stunning. Yeah, I love it. A mom and pop restaurant, or let's say a gas station, you're not going to stock up on items people don't want to buy. That would be dumb business. That would be bad business. A lot of people have asked me over the years, why do you talk about some of the more controversial parts of politics so much, whether it be the racial element, things of that nature? And I'm like, because that's what I do. That's the niche I've cut out, and that's what my business is. You don't go to McDonald's and say, why don't you sell tacos, McDonald's? You know what I mean? Fort DeSoto, I like Fort DeSoto. I like Fort DeSoto, Indian Rocks Beach. I like Fort DeSoto though. Definitely good beaches out there, 100%. Indian Rocks is quiet. I think it's an animal beach. I think you can take a dog there. If I remember right, Indian Rocks. Yeah, St. Pete Beach is a little crazy. I ain't going to none of the goddamn beaches right now. A lot of crime channels are still on the back of summer. Well, yeah. And they're going to. They're going to. Even when there's no updates. They'll make them up. You know what I mean? They will make them up. But like I said, I don't necessarily blame them. I don't blame them. So like Horst said, supply and demand. Supply and demand. All right, so let's move on.